What happened?
Started running like shit.
What did they do?
Something ended up in the fucking motor.
What happened?
Something ended up in the motor.
What happened, bud? That was a brand new motor.
Don't know what it was.
All you did is replace the carburetor.
Yeah, I know.
How can you drop something in the fucking manifold, Dave?
I don't think it's something. I think it was something inside.
So you think it was already there?
I think it was something inside the old carburetor.
Give me that camera.
It's all my nuts and bolts.
Okay, hold on, dude. Hold on. Let's start that again. Let's start that again. Alright, let me ask you a question, guy. So you're trying to say that you put a brand new carburetor on it, which is right here. Alright, we're looking at the brand new carburetor. You put an adapter plate, am I right? Super stud guy. And all of a sudden you start it up and there's a nut and a bolt locked up inside the fucking head. And now you're telling me that all your nuts and bolts were calculated for.
Yup.
So it's not your fault.
Never said that.
Being the ace fucking mechanic guy that you are. 917 clown. If all your nuts and bolts were accounted for.
I don't know.
This is a brand new fucking engine.
As soon as you find out, let me know. I'd like to know.
It's a brand new engine. Ain't even got 100 miles on it. Dave, super fuck. Now look what we got here. All right, you got a mess here. You've been working on it for 3 days now.
I started working on this today.
That's bullshit.
We're tearing the motor down.
Okay, well you started working on it 3 days ago. You got it in pieces here. Yeah, you have. You got this thing here 3 days. So I'm gonna ask you a question, all right? Possibly, does the iPhone have something to do with this? Are you sure?
Why, are you jealous because I have an iPhone?
No, I'm just asking you. Are you sure the iPhone doesn't have nothing to do with that? Like possibly maybe you're on the iPhone tinker-toying around when you should be working and you're not paying attention to what's going on?
Where it's at?
Well, of course I see where it's at. Right here in the mumbo-jumble of all your tools and all your speculations of auto parts. I see where it's at, Dave. And this was a brand new motor. So what are you doing to it now?
Tearing the heads off.
You're telling me you're tearing the heads off a brand new fucking engine? You took the wrong head off, Dave. You took the wrong side off.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Both of them.
But you were supposed to take the right-hand one first instead of the left one. Alright, I think this is bullshit, dude. What are you thinking? Kind of like that fucking nose ring you got hanging out of your nose. Alright? That's kind of bullshit, dude. When are we gonna get rid of that thing, dude?
I don't know, dude. Fucking whenever a lot of money comes in.
Man, that thing's like 6 times the size of what it needs to be, dude.
I think we need to get my friend Pete a Xanax.
Xanax?
Uh-huh.
Why would I need a Xanax?
Because that's all I've heard over there is fuck this, fuck that,
but I'm not the one fucking up. I'm not the one
shit.
fucking up customers' motors and dropping nuts and bolts in there and then claiming that all my nuts and bolts were accounted for.
They were.
Well, you dropped something in there, Dave. Something got dropped in the engine. Super stud fucking freak guy. So basically what the real situation is here is the guy brought his car back after Super Dave installed a brand new motor in it and said it's running like shit. So Super Dave tells the guy, let's put a brand new carburetor on it. Super Dave takes the old carburetor off, gets the new carburetor out, puts the new carburetor on, and then all of a sudden there's a nut and bolt, or possibly one or the other, stuck inside one of the heads on the engine because when they turned it on, it fucked up and you can hear it bang, 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 bang. Is that basically what happened there, Super Stud? Huh?
I guess so.
So when is this little project coming to an end?
Very soon.
And let me ask you another question. Once you get it done, do you want to see it come back?
No.
Hey, whoa! Dude, what the fuck?
That is just a
He's throwing parts at me over here, guy. 903, he's throwing parts at us. Can we come back later and see what's going on in about 30 minutes when you got the other head off? How long is it going to take to get the head off, Dave? 30 minutes? You got a fucking air hose there. You got an impact. All you got to do is take a fucking impact and zap the bolts off.
Can't do that with its header bolts.
You can't take the head bolts off with an impact? I thought that was only...
Header!
Oh, the header.
Header! That's what I just got done doing.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have
Go away.
I'm going to have a cold one, bud. On you.
You need a cold beer with a Xanax.
Oh, fuck that. We don't need shit, dude. All we need is ice cold
Or
Dr.
smoke
Pepper.
you a big fat doobie or something.
I think me and Darren, Clown 903, are going to have us a nice ice cold one on Dave today. You want one or not? You don't want one? Oh, hell yes. Here you go. Here you go, bud. There you go. There's a cold one for you, dude. Let me get one for me.
Let's get a cold beer.
Yeah. No fucking beer allowed over here. And don't bring any more over here, super stud fuck.
I didn't bring them over. The customer did.
Well, you tell the customer not to bring the beer on my property.
I ain't gonna tell a customer not to bring me beer. If you
Tell
want
him
to buy me a beer,
tell him you'll go over to his house
he's
and
more
pick
than
it up.
welcome to buy me a beer.
Then buy the beer. Don't drink it over here.
I don't drink it over here.
Good. Guess my friend Pete's gonna go drink a nice ice cold Dr. Pepper. When we come back, we're gonna see what the fuck the problem is with 972 and his bullshit fucking rebuild engine and brand new carburetor situation. It's been about 4 days and looks like Super Stud, Super Freak is back on the Jeep. The motor says he didn't drop anything in it because he's a perfect fucking guy and perfect people don't fuck up. What happened? What's going on?
It got something in there.
So you're telling me you bought a brand new carburetor in the box, brand spanking new, never opened from the factory, and you're saying that there was something inside that fucking carburetor that sucked down into the motor, and it wasn't your fault. I've never heard of that, Super Stud. Never.
Well,
never heard of that, Super
first
Guy.
time for everything.
So what did you have to do, bud? Huh?
They put a new guide in it, a new
A valve? It had to have a valve and a guide put in it?
and a valve.
You're telling me it beat the shit out of it just from running it for a split second that bad? From you dropping a washer in there?
Don't take long.
From you dropping a washer in there, it doesn't take long, does it, Super Stud Guy? Super Freak 972 fucking clown. No, you're making
I
sense.
gotta get some.
Where are you going?
I gotta get something. Go.
Okay, you're not making sense, bud. Alright? You're an ace mechanic guy that works on cars all the time. Alright, how many carburetors have you put on in your life?
Put a lot on.
Like how many? 600. 600. 800.
100.
1,000. And you're telling me out of all these thousands of carburetors you put on, a fucking washer was inside the carburetor and fell off.
That's the only thing we could think of.
Now, if we went, hold on a minute, if we went to Judge Judy's courthouse and had the case in front of her, what do you think she'd say?
Shit happens.
So you're saying you wouldn't be found guilty over at Judge Judy's? She'd let you go, slap your hand and say fine? After the owner paid all this money for you to put a motor in his car?
Yeah,
And you're actually charging the guy?
No, this is free.
This is a freebie.
Except for the carburetor.
We want to see this thing run, okay? Do we got to sit here and babysit you over a carburetor?
Really?
We don't have to do that with the cloud clock action, do we?
Go deal with your
All right,
customer.
I just want to make sure. If you're gonna drop a washer in there because you're mad at the customers, I want to make sure I see you do that.
I did not drop a washer.
Okay, hold on. There was a washer dropped in it, Dave. till you show me over at my friend Pete's court, fuck Judge Judy, that you didn't do it. You're guilty. Guilty until proven innocent, bud. Okay?
Yeah, that's one thing about Judge Judy and you. I don't give a fuck about you.
Oh, but you do about her?
I don't give a fuck about her.
Oh, yeah, okay. Thank you very much, guy. We'll
Bye.
be back. We'll be back. Well, it's been 3 days since Super Freak worked on the motor, and it looks like it might run.
Let's take it off and start over.
Okay, whoa, what happened, dude? What the hell happened? Huh?
Got a bolt that's too short for the bracket.
Dave, if it's not one thing, it's another. So now you're telling me you got a stud that's too short?
It's no big deal, it's...
I heard it running. It was running good.
Yeah, it does run.
And this is basically the life of being the mechanic. It's one thing after another, after another, after another, after another, after another, and after another. You just never know what's going to happen when you do a mechanic job like this. Actually, what really happened is they put a brand new motor in this car, and then the guy complained that he wasn't having enough power, so they went and bought a brand new carburetor for it. And for some oddball reason, the carburetor had some metal washers in it, and when they turned it on, it sucked the metal washers down into the head and bent the valves and screwed up the valve seat. So they had to completely rebuild the brand new heads that they already had from a rebuilt engine, and now they got it all together and it's running, and there's a stud that's too short. The stud's too short. Okay, hold on a second, Dave. Can you stop right there, man? I already see a problem. Alright? You don't even have a fucking washer on there, dude. Why? Alright? You don't have a washer on there and you're complaining about one stud being too short? Don't you think all of them are a little too short, Dave? Don't you think that's like half-ass mechanic work doing it the way you're doing it?
That's what
Replacing one stud instead of all of them, Dave? And you're wondering why there was a washer in the head? I'm thinking somebody else's head's washed out as well.
That's what you think.
What do you think?
No, but that's what you think.
But I don't understand, dude. Look how short the studs are, Dave.
Yeah,
You don't even have enough room.
The kid.
But you don't have enough room to even put a bolt on there, less washers. Okay? I think you're trying to fuck the customer in his ass over here by jerry-rigging the shit up, making it work. Now, if I saw that and I looked at that carburetor and I said, hold on, dude. Are you taking the whole carburetor off? Why? Why are you doing that, Dave?
Because you gotta pull the carburetor off to get to those studs.
Then put some bigger studs on them.
That's what I'm trying to fucking do.
But the problem is, I heard Rick, the mechanic boss guy, say he's only replacing one stud. Dave, not all of them. Why?
Well, I'm not the boss man, so...
So you're telling me you're gonna take this whole thing off to replace one fucking stud when you can do all four of them at one time? That's what you're saying. Is that what you're telling me, Dave? Because all that is actually a nut that's turned upside down, a bolt.
No shit, Sherlock.
Okay? All you gotta do is go down to Napa Auto Parts, get 4 bolts, you know?
No shit.
Kind of like as fast as you lighten that cigar cigarette that cost yourself $1.67 a pack. Okay? Wouldn't that save a lot of time and energy from people coming back to you and saying, my car's fucked up? Dave, super fuck guy! Huh? Dave! And then they wonder why the car's fucked up. They wonder why there's washers going down. Now we know why the washers aren't there, because they went down inside the head. The washers that were actually on the carburetor went into the fucking intake manifold and went into the head. That's what the washer was. That's what the washer was. Now the magical mystery tour is really starting to take effect here with super guy fucking Dave, the mechanic. So if I was looking at this situation and I said, you know what? That stud over there is too short. That stud is too short. I'm gonna go buy a stud and the other ones are gonna work. And you gotta take this whole thing off anyway. Wouldn't it make sense to put 4 studs on there? 4 studs. To be the stud guy that you can be? Dave? Guy. No words for that, Dave?
Nope, I'm just keeping my mouth.
Okay, come here a minute, bud.
Dude, I'm nothing but a fucking...
Hey, whoa!
Fucking start this.
Whoa, dude, you don't have to say that.
Yeah, well, you're starting this.
But you don't have to say that word, Dave, okay? You You don't have to say that word. Okay, I see the situation. I see how Dave's feeling like he's the lone wolf of the pack because he's just the employee here. He's not the owner. He just does what the owner tells him to do because that's who gives him his paycheck. It's not Dave's fault. It's not Super Dave, Mr. Mechanic guy's fault. He's just doing what he's told to do. He's a robot of the mechanic world. Am I right? Dave, is that what you're saying? You're basically just a robot? You just do what everybody tells you to do? Now, do you want me to see if my friend Pete actually has some of those fine thread half-inch nuts? 5/16 fine threads?
I have some.
Okay. Don't you think it'd be wise to replace all 4 of them, though, if you could? I think it would.
My opinion, I would put them all on there too.
But that's not your opinion.
And I probably will. And if I have find 4 of them,
No one said you're a sissy boy, okay? Nobody said that, Dave. Nobody said that you're the grunt of the mechanic world over here. Okay, dude? Watch out. That thing's hot. It's hot.
Oh shit, sure.
Okay, it's hot. Don't burn your little pinky. No, I sure would hate to see you jack this whole engine up again. Okay, this is Rick, the mechanic guy, and what he's doing, he's adjusting the idle on the carburetor. Super Dave got all the heads back on it, got the washers and bolts out of the head, and now he's attempting to adjust the Edelbrock Quadrajet carburetor and get her done to get her right. Got an electric choke on it, that works good.
Really, you gonna film me fucking taking a piss?
What are you doing out here?
I'm taking a piss.
This isn't fucking Arkansas, dude. I got a bathroom for that, Dave.
I don't feel like walking on my way in there.
That's cold-blooded, acting like
Hey,
some
I'm killing all your weed.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Looks like Rick the mechanic saved your ass on the Jeep, huh?
Good.
Huh?
Good.
What do you think?
Yeah, stick that down in there.
What do you
See
think?
what happens.
Huh? Are you happy now that the Jeep's done?
I just want it to go away.
So, was it your fault or was it somebody else's fault?
It's nobody's fault.
You don't even know whose
This
fault
shit
it was.
happens.
Is that all you got to say about it?
Yep. Wow.
Ace Mechanic Dave to the rescue. Took a week to fix it, but you got it fixed, right? Right?
Yep.
What are we doing to this one?
Water pump and a battery.
Well, keep working, guys. You're doing a good
I'm
job.
trying to.
You're doing a good job. Fucking shit up. I mean, making shit work right.
Fucking shit up. Yeah. Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, take it easy. So, according to Dave, there was a washer that was inside the carburetor, and when he bolted the carburetor on, it sucked the washer down into the head, and they had to completely remove the whole top end and have both heads completely rebuilt. Brand new motor that this is, and looks like he's got it running good. It had an exhaust leak. Rick took it over to get the exhaust leak fixed, but that's a situation that says now it's done right. So we'll be back. This is Pete, Southwest Riding Custom. That's Bruno, and we're always here, right? So take it easy, have fun, and enjoy what you're doing. See you later.